Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and in this episode we're on a collection caper. So, you've now seen the collection caper. This is the car that we've collected. This is a 1994 Ford Escort 1.8 LX turbo diesel, and this is the newest addition to the fleet, finished off in Nevada red. This was the car that I seen at the car cave a few weeks back and reviewed, and I'd been humming and hawing over the last couple of weeks about whether to get this or not, and I took the plunge and decided to go for it. So let's start with the mileage on this car. The reason why I went for this car is the mileage. 17,500 miles. There's a story behind the car, which I'll get into in another video. But I just thought I'd show you around quickly again a few things that took my fancy on the car. So the first thing is the road tax holder, Moravane the Bucky. It's also got the pre-dialing code as well, so it should really be 01542 probably. This is 0542, and it was last taxed in 1997. It's also come through the Ford Direct scheme at one point. And it's got a little pinstripe. This reminds me of my dad's 1993 Escort that he had. He had a Escort Special Edition in Tourmaline Green. And I believe you could also get it in this colour as well, Nevada Red. And that pinstripe is very reminiscent of what was on his Escort Special Edition. Again, we've got the Moravine Motors badge on the boot. We've also got it on the back windscreen as well. It's also got the spoiler. I'm not sure if this was an option on the LXs. And it's got its original wheel trims that come with the LX as well. It needs a little bit of paint work treatment. It does look as if the doors are two different colours. It really needs a good wax and a polish. The bottom of the door is a slightly different colour. Got a little bit of rust bubbling up on the wheel arch, common on the Escorts. So I'm going to rub that down and redo that. It's got a little bit of bubbling on the grille, just on the bonnet. Again, going to rub that down, redo that. The bumpers could do a nice coat, back to black, which will be done in due course. Again, this wheel arch here, just a little bit of crust. And this wheel arch here is one of the more solid ones, I think. Wee mark on the door. Again, going to rub that down. Rub that down as well. Just on top of the doors here. Rub that down. And just on the edge of the driver's door, a little bit of rust as well. Going inside of the car, it's just standard Escort fare. It's got these sort of velour seats with the fabric just sort of comes away, ruffles up. Again, I'm going to put some seat covers on this. Got the free spoke airbag steering wheel. The stereo doesn't work. Again, that's another thing I'm going to replace. I'll probably replace it with a modern CD unit, so I can listen to my CDs. It's got the rev counter, speedometer. That doesn't work, so I've just been using a digital speedometer for now. GPS one, so I might just do a clock change on that. Probably upgrade the speakers. But no, I'm quite happy with it. Moving round to the back. Someone has actually tried. I'm not going to kid you. Somebody has actually tried to write the words Cosworth in there as well. I think it's a nice little usable daily. It's not often very often you see one of them. I've also got to replace a brake light on the passenger side. I thought I actually had a bulb, but it's just the wrong fitment. So I'm going to sort that out. It also needs a spare tyre as well. And in time I'll probably put a new set of tyres on it as well. It drives fine. It's a lot heavier compared to, say, driving the Cactus, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how it looks. So that is the Escort car reveal. You'll have seen the live videos earlier on Instagram and on YouTube, but I just thought I'd just do a sort of more little walk around of the car, and just to explain what I want to do with this car is just tidy it up and drive it. So what made me choose this car and why an Escort? Well, I have been and I am a fan of the Escort Mark V, Mark VI, and ideally I would have preferred the Mark VI Escort, but for some reason this Escort seemed to tick the boxes. Maybe the mileage, I don't know. And it also looked pretty straight, not excessive signs of rust. So it was a car I kept humming and hawing over, and decided, yeah, quite fancy just going to have a wee look at it. The moment I seen it on the Car Cave website, I was off like a shot to go and review it. And I wasn't really enamoured with, I drove it around the industrial estate, I wasn't really enamoured with it, but there was just something about this car that kept drawing me back to it. And I hummed and hawed over it, and then I just decided, let's go for it. So this for me is sort of reliving sort of childhood memories. I've never actually driven an Escort before. I'd always just travelled in the back here. So it's just interesting to see what it's going to be like. So I might just tidy this car up, and then I might flip it for something else. I just don't know yet. I just want to see how many miles I can put on this car. I'm going to give this car a proper shakedown week. I plan to take this to Retros at the pier in Kinross next Sunday. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to putting a few miles on it and reliving a few childhood memories of the Escort. Anyhow, I thought I'd just do a sort of collection caper video and just a sort of walk around reveal of this Escort. But for a moment, I'd just like to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and I'll catch you in a future video. Farewell.